Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Southeast Conversations podcast, aka. Do you know
it's
what?
Not me that's going to say it. I don't know why you're looking at me.
You know, yesterday I was with the Mandem, yeah, and Vintage. Shout out Vintage, by the way. Vintage was like to me, "Oh, so how's sex going?" And I looked at him. I was like, "You what?" I was like, "Excuse you." And he was like, "Yeah, how's sex going?" I was like, "Oh, you mean the podcast?" Yeah, I forget myself as well, but yeah,
See?
Southeast Conversations podcast, aka Sex. And of course, I'm joined today by Demebs.
Hi.
And Chino.
Hey.
And we also have a special guest in the building going by the name of Victoria. Hello. You might want to drag the mic a bit closer to you because it'd be hard to pick you up. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Right. So, yeah, with that being said, I am going to hand over to Chino and Demebs.
Well, before we get started, as usual, follow us on our socials, Southeast Conversations on all platforms except for Twitter. So you're not going to type it in and you're like, where is this on Twitter?
It is there on Twitter, there's just nothing there.
It's unfair. But we're mostly on Instagram and TikTok at the moment. So is there any other platform that we could even be on? Like what
we
else
are
do
on
we
Blue
use?
Sky.
On
We're
where?
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
It's a new app I found, and so I just started posting
about
on
yeah.
there.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never really
I
heard
don't
of
even
it.
follow us myself because I don't have an account. I just have an account for the podcast.
Is it Americans use it a lot or?
I think it's a lot of
Starting to
Americans,
come.
yeah.
Okay.
It's basically the new Twitter sort of thing.
Oh, right. I heard that something about Twitter and people not using it as much because of Musk. That
Elon
guy.
Musk, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, fair.
Let's go and
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, well, follow us on Blue Sky as well as Instagram and TikTok at Southeast Conversations. The details will be down below, and also subscribe to our channel because you like us. Thank you. And also, you can follow me personally at DUMEBZZ on Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, that's me. What about you, Chino?
Chino. You can follow me on Instagram, Donchi_95. Yeah.
That's about it. Great.
Right.
Well, it's
Yeah.
really nice to have you here, Victoria.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. I was literally like, when you came in, I was like, this girl's got some really nice skin. And you're selling skincare products. I'm like, listen, I'll be your number one buyer.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean? Like, showing off the products, you know, with having some really nice, clear skin. So, yeah, why don't you, like, tell us a little bit about you and, like, you know, what your products are?
So, I'm Victoria, and I'm the founder of Coco Skincare. And I'm creeping up to 1 year as a business, so I've not been doing it
Nice.
very long. So I'm still relatively new. And I make the products for myself and my daughter, but I started this company because of my daughter. I've been doing it a couple months before I made it a business. So I was trying to get rid of her eczema mixed with dry skin, and her flares mainly happen when it's kind of warm. And so I've been doing that for a couple of months, and then I see results, not straight away, because you know when you're using natural and organic products, you don't get immediate results.
Yeah.
So when I was doing it long enough and I saw it's working, and I started making it for friends and family, and I started getting good feedback, and I was like, you can make it a business, and I was like, okay. And I did, and I never knew I'd see myself here today, solely because I did the accounts for someone for 2 years worth of accounts. That was painful.
Oh.
And I said, I would never go into business. And here I am doing
Yeah.
accounts
Oh.
for my business, you know? So, but that's really the backstory.
Yeah.
And I really love doing it because I do help other kids as well. And that's mainly when I do pop-ups and I speak to other parents and stuff, and I can relate to them and I can suggest products to them. And, you know, so it's good. It's one of those that you grow into it. It's not initially there, but you get into it. So.
How did you, this might even be a silly question, I don't know, but how did you, like, know what to use and what works and stuff like that? Like, how do you know what the specifics?
A lot of research. And I've been trying other stuff because we went to the GP 3 times, 3 separate times, 3 different prescription, and they all worked. Trust me, they work. But when a body get used to it, it's like a temporary relief. It goes right back. And then the 4th time I said, I'm not going there. I did research and I tried stuff and I tried this and I see what works, and then I just stick to that. And then eventually when I made it a business, I expanded different products based on recommendations and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do people use mostly, like, from your products? Like, what is the thing people buy mostly?
Mainly my lotions, they sell very well. I have I think seven different lines, I think.
Yeah.
But my lotions, they sell very well.
Yeah.
And my body butters and my soaps. I think my soaps I'll put soaps over my lotions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I was gonna ask, when did you start it as a business? Like when roughly?
Last year, May. No, I started before. Then I made it into, February, around February. Last
Okay,
year.
so you made it into business around May, did you say, or February?
February last year.
Okay, so it's been a little bit over a year.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And it's obviously all natural or organic.
So everything is natural and organic and vegan friendly, apart from one product. But I've got a substitute product for that one, which is a vegan version, which is my face cream. So I've got unscented and scented. The scented is not vegan friendly. So I don't usually bring it everywhere I go, especially if it's a event where it's for vegans and stuff.
Right.
Because that one is made with beeswax.
Oh,
But everything apart from that particular product is vegan friendly.
Okay, and all of this is like what, handmade? Like you make this
All
all
handmade.
yourself?
A lot of hours.
Nice. Yeah,
I can imagine.
imagine.
I can imagine.
When I just started and I did a perfect managing time and stuff, and I remember when I did my pop-up and I was talking to a lovely lady and she was like, how long does it take to make these body butters? And I said, because it's different scents, I can't make it all at once, and it takes me about 3 hours. And I was confident because that's progress, and she's like, 3 hours. And I was like, oh yeah. When she said it out loud, I realized it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
And that's just the body butters. But yeah, with time, obviously you can't do it too fast, but you get better, and the time doesn't seem that long now.
Fair. Because obviously you love what you do, so it's like
Yeah.
putting in the time and effort.
You need a perfect playlist and you're okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
What's the first song on the playlist? Because I have to ask
I love Chronics.
Ooh.
I love Chronics.
What song?
I will play, do I even know the names? That's crazy. That's
No,
crazy.
yeah, everyone play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Chronics,
Yeah.
I'm a fan
And I
of
will
Chronics
sing
as
them
well.
word for
wow.
word. Like I love Chronics.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
What's the weirdest ingredient you had to use? And when you're mixing the ingredients, like, what's the weirdest one where you saw you like, oh.
Before you answer, because she got me very good on April Fool's Day, right? Yeah. She put, what was it again?
So I had a body oil, which
Yeah.
is watermelon and jollof rice.
Yeah.
And
I
I
saw that,
said,
yeah, I was thinking.
I posted on my story and I said, the first 10 people to like this story again in a free one, I will DM you for your address and stuff. And he liked it. And I was like,
honestly
I
didn't
sent
even
him
see
a
the
message.
jollof rice. I saw the first one. I was like, oh, I like this one.
Even when I said it was a joke, he still, because he's like, oh, watermelon, yum. And I'm thinking,
That's all I saw, and I was like, I'm
I
in.
saw jollof rice, like,
oh, that was pride. I was going to say jollof and chocolate, and I was like, that's too obvious.
Yeah, I would have skipped that.
But
watermelon's
What a mix.
Watermelon. I didn't even read the rest. I saw watermelon and I said, oh, I'm here.
That was
Wait,
funny.
this was a joke, right?
It was a joke.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, wow.
But yeah, what was your weirdest ingredient you've seen in a skincare product? Not necessarily yours, but any other products.
I saw this once, probably still can find that video on Instagram, but this lady that used donkey's milk to bath.
Sorry.
Wait, come again? I'm lost now.
Donkey.
Donkey milk.
No, but apparently, because when I saw it, I was going through the comments, and then I left from the comments and do research, because my mind does that. It wanders all the time. And I saw that it's rich in vitamins and something else. But whatever it's rich in, it does not matter, you know?
Yeah, but my question is, when these kind of things get discovered, it's like, who discovered it?
Yeah,
And
that's
what were you
Why are you
doing?
experimenting
Yeah.
with stuff to come to this conclusion?
Yeah,
you know?
I'm baffled.
There's so many options out there.
Wow.
Why are you diverting
Honestly.
to go to something else? It's donkeys. Where do you even get donkey's milk?
I was about to ask you. That's on my face. I'm looking at everyone like,
Let's not answer that question, please.
Yeah.
I know it's sex, but it's not that kind of sex. So
wow.
a quick one. I was thinking, have you guys seen what's his name? Ashton Hall.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see, he uses the banana peel on his face.
Yeah.
Is there any truth to that? Is that actually what do you know, or would you?
He eats it first and then uses
And
the
you
peel
put banana
on there
peel
rather
on his
than
face.
No. No, I'm not sure.
I've been wondering if that's really
'cause
helpful or it's
He's
You know
just
so
what?
random.
Listen, let's not believe everything like
Yeah.
we see on
That's
socials.
what-
Even with him,
Yeah.
there was a post I saw. Yeah, someone took a picture of him at the Lakers, right? And this was around what, like 8:45, some almost 9 p.m. And so I was like, "Aren't you meant to be in bed already?" And in his video from 7:45, he's doing.
Is he bet?
He's in bed.
Yeah, lies.
Like no one should
Lie,
believe
lie.
anything that guy says, isn't
social
it?
media.
Lie,
social
lie.
media.
Like-
I lie. He's fit though, like, you know, but
Nah, but he's just trying to sell a product.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
And that
Actually,
water he's always
that
drinking
water,
and
yeah.
pouring everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Apparently, the price of that went up. You know.
Yeah, 100%. Sponsor, yeah.
I won't be surprised. That's how businesses work, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about like dipping your face in like water with a lot of ice?
Eyes, yeah. Is it really something or? I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
Does it calm the face? I don't know. From stress, what? Who knows?
I know it helps. Like if you're
Yeah.
like if you've got like body aches or if you've done like
It's-
too
yeah,
much
it's cold,
sports
yeah.
or
Yeah, 'cause obviously
Yeah.
eyes,
and
yeah.
then you dip yourself. Oh god.
That's what I was
can't
gonna
do
say.
that.
I know,
Like ice pack and all that.
ice cold
Yeah.
helps with muscle relief,
Muscle,
but
yeah.
I don't know
I
about.
think so. I know more about warm water because I practice using that. It's really good for hypertension. Well, I learned that from my mom. So it's good to soak your foot to get it all down in your body as well. But cold water, not so much.
Where you soak your
I'm sure there's
foot.
benefit. Yeah, so
It's
you
not
get
football,
like
yeah.
really warm
Yeah, ice
water,
packs and that.
Yeah.
warm enough that your body can actually manage the temperature.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you guys seen that? Have you guys ever seen one of those videos where people talking and they're like, yada 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 yada, and then the accent slips out and be like, oh, you snip out.
Oh yeah, I've seen those on
I've seen
TikTok.
that on
I've
TikTok,
seen
innit?
those on TikTok. Yeah.
No one is going to notice that. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to soak your foot in hot water. Well, hot enough to not burn you, but
Yeah.
you can bear it. And it helps with hypertension.
Wow, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. We learn
Interesting.
something new every day.
You do. So, in terms of your brand, Coco Skincare, first of all, where did the name come from, and what's next for Coco Skincare? Like, what's the plan?
Okay, so my daughter, her dad calls her Coco. That's his nickname for her. So he mainly called her Coco, but she loves the nickname. So because I started this business because of her, and it's, Coco, so I just say Coco Skincare.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I registered the company, I registered it as Coco without the apostrophe S, and I later regretted it because there's almost everything has the word cocoa in it, so I was lost in search engines and stuff, so I had to go back. I should have stick with the initial one, but I came up with it because of my daughter.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And what's next for the business? What's next? What are you thinking? Are you looking to expand? Are you looking to?
I'm working on stockists at the moment. I'm trying to get in as much store as possible,
Okay.
and that's where I'm looking to be in the next couple of months, going into a year.
I love that.
So
Krypton Conan, shout her, man. Stock her on your shelves.
Right?
'Cause Krypton Conan just opened their shop. I don't know if you guys. I can't remember what it's called now, but horrible with names
In
anyway.
and out.
Is it in and
I
out?
just made that up. No.
Is it with
I was about to say
the
it's not
guy
now.
too?
Yeah, it's
The,
with
was
the
it like a
Asian
supermarket
guy.
or something? The Asian guy,
Yeah, some sort. It's like Savers or something like that. But yeah, Krypton Conan, man. Shout your girl Victoria over here. She's got some good skincare products available for you. Do you guys have any other questions you want to ask?
She answered everything.
Yeah, so
Answer it clearly.
if your skincare brand had Tinder, what would the buyer say?
that is a very interesting question. Now, if you really think about it, that's a very imagine businesses for.
For
Tinder
Tinder
for
for
business.
businesses.
All right,
I'll be
so
swiping over there.
That would be a business.
Can they swipe you too, though?
Hopefully.
all right. So if I should be, I'm very bold. So I'll give you my bold side. So if Coco Skincare were to be on Tinder, I would have something like thick and creamy.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
you,
sex podcast.
You know a lot of guys gonna swipe that.
Yeah.
To
You have to come up with something, right? Yeah.
something.
Yeah. You
Let's see.
have to come up with some crazy something.
I'm blank.
Thick, creamy, and healthy.
I would swipe left if you said that.
You said what?
It started off well and then it went down.
Yeah, because I'm
Healthy.
trying to keep a balance here. I'm trying to keep a little bit of innocence in there.
Thick,
All
creamy,
right.
and scented? Would that work?
Thick, creamy, and all over you.
All over you.
Well, bruh.
And soft.
Thick,
That was it.
creamy, and to leave your skin feeling smooth.
I'm not hitting bars now.
Or I could say something like 100% natural, drama-free, won't ghost in 2 weeks. I'm here to heal your skin and your standards. So let's glow together.
That's a good one.
I like that. I like that.
I like the second one for business, but I prefer the first one.
Of course, you like the first one.
That's good. That's nice.
Okay. Do you remember your first disastrous skincare experiment/experience?
Embarrassingly, yeah. I remember. So when I did my very first pop-up, you know, you're trying to, make people remember you. So I was making some samples, some free pots, right? And I didn't know that when you whip cocoa butter, it doesn't stay the texture it's in when you whip it just by itself. So I'm mixing and I put some oils in it, and I was giving those. And I kid you not, where you're sitting now, if I had some of that whipped cocoa butter in my hand and I barely threw it at you, I would bust your head. Whoa. It was rock hard.
Oh.
And I didn't know that until I went, because I made them and I put it in the packaging and I put it in my suitcase, and I went to the pop-up and I started using it because I had some to give samples as well. And I'm thinking, why is this so solid? It was so hard, and I had to tell people, like, you have to scrape it because it melts out. It does really melt at body temperature, but it was really hard, and I didn't know that until I was already there. So if you're out there and you're thinking to whip some cocoa butter, it's gonna be solid.
To be fair, cocoa butter in Africa, I remember it used to come in a massive solid thing, and sometimes you had to melt it in a pot into an oil and wait for it to go a little bit gooey before you start using it.
Yeah.
So I can see how that
no idea just whipping it with few oils. I thought it would have stayed the same consistency, and it didn't. Yeah.
Scary times. I hope you don't throw out anyone, but
It's a weapon there. It's a weapon there. Wow.
Fair enough. So well, I've got another question. What's your take on boyfriends stealing your skincare products?
Say it again.
What's your take on boyfriends stealing your skincare products?
I'm used to it.
Oh,
you know what I find, and correct me if I'm wrong, but why do men prefer woman-scented products?
I said this. Yeah.
Oh.
I literally said this when we had that perfume.
Yeah.
I said this. I was
Yeah,
like, I don't know
Maimona.
why. Yeah, shout out Maimona as
Shout out
well.
Maimona.
I don't know why, but for me, even in little things like candles, I buy a lot of candles because I'm into candles. I like sweet scents.
Yeah.
Why? Is there a reason behind it, or it's associated with a feeling or something, like, when you're doing like a skincare
Maybe you're not getting
regimen?
enough female touch, so you want something similar.
Whoa.
To keep it
Let's not do that now.
Whenever I do Yankee candles and it smells sweet in the room, like even when I come in like with my daughter and the room is it just gives an aura in the room. I don't know what it is. Like the Yankee candles just.
Have you guys used wax melts? I think we're digressing a little bit too much.
I haven't used wax melts, but I've looked into it. But I don't know why I'm not a fan, because I don't want to light something to melt something else. I just want to light one.
You're missing out so much.
Do you think?
What's it called again?
bless
Wax
him.
melts, you said.
Wax melts.
Wax melt. Oh, you don't use it either. Wow.
I know about wax melts.
I don't use it, but I know it.
I'm a learner.
At uni though, that's when I used to
I'll
use
be
bare.
honest,
Not now, actually.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, uni was my time. I can't lie to you. I had a variety. Like I had different
Different
and
scents.
I used to go all out. I can't lie. And then my friends, when they come visit, and they obviously see it, so like for like gift, like birthday presents, they just get me like
Get you more.
yeah.
I
So
love
nice.
candles. I love wax melts. I always buy them. Even as recent as yesterday, I still bought some. But I love them. If I get only candles and wax melts for any occasion, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Wink, wink.
I would say, I would say anyone who wants to get me a gift as well,
Innit?
please
Girl.
get me a nice little candle, man. Make sure it's a sweet scent as well. Don't get me no flipping pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. I don't actually like the smell of pumpkin spice.
I don't like
though.
pumpkin
I
either.
don't
And you know
like
what's funny? The bad smelling one, they linger forever. Like you
Yeah,
can
they
not.
do.
Those are the
Yeah,
quality
yeah.
ones. Why?
Yeah, I don't
Why?
know
That's
why.
true.
Because like the sweet ones, once you're halfway through the pot and you try to relight it, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not
the
Like that
same.
pumpkin one is.
There's something in
So
there.
it's too strong.
Nah,
Let
get
me
out of
remind
here.
you why I'm here. You know, something I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was something you said. You were like, oh, because he actually questioned. He was like, something about.
boyfriends
Yeah,
use
and then
it,
you were like,
yeah.
oh, they all do. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Wait, so they actually take your products, or what's going on?
Let me
Yeah.
put my hands up now again. I have been a perpetrator of this crime.
Wow.
I got into skincare because of one of my exes and started using her products and haven't looked back since.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked that question.
I thought, like in the beginning, especially in the beginning of a relationship, you would think, oh, so she only has watermelon scented products. It's the only thing there. Let me only use that. And then you'll think to yourself, well, here's my partner. Let me get something with cucumber and aloe. And it sits there until things grow on it. And it's like, no, I like the one she used, but why do you want to smell like me? So there's something about using women's, but I don't know why. But yeah, I'm used to it now.
Fair enough.
So I don't make a 1 cent. It's just one for everyone.
One for everyone, yeah.
What's your take on it, Dumebs, as the other female here?
Of what?
As of men using your products?
Um,
Have you ever experienced it or?
Not really, no.
No?
Because where would you have used it? Staying over at my house, like.
You're getting
Like, where would
wild.
you have had the opportunity to use in
Fair
my
enough.
things? Like, nah. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was to happen. Just if it finishes, you're gonna buy me a new one. You're gonna replace it.
Standard.
That's what I know.
Standard.
I hear it.
But
What
yeah,
about
I
you,
don't mind
Gina?
it.
Do you use
Me?
your missus's stuff?
I did once when there was a cream, like when I ran out of cream, like when I came back from work. You know when you only go holiday and you take all your stuff, and I have this habit, I tend to leave my cream at home. I don't know what it is. I don't come back with it. So now I came back, I just saw and just dipped in that cream and just
Fair enough.
used it quick.
I would say the only thing I don't steal is the cream. I like my cocoa butter, man. I just stick to my cocoa butter.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I don't know why. I always felt like women have the best skincare routine, and so
Yeah.
since then, I remember my first face mask was done with one of my exes again, and since then I haven't looked back. I do face masks now. Sorry guys, you can judge me.
You know,
if
when
want.
it's like an occasional thing, it's like, oh, this is cute.
Yeah.
Let me give you a pampering night or something. And then it becomes 7 days a week. And then they say, should we do skincare? And you think, oh,
Yeah, really again.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, no.
But at some point you get used to it, you know?
You
So
do,
it becomes the norm and then...
On my own, I try to keep up with it. I'll be honest with you. I don't always do it, but it's good to take care of your skin, people. It is good.
True.
Yeah.
But the thing is, most guys would just use, like, I'll be like, oh, you've got really nice skin. What do you use? She's like, water and soap. And that's it. Like, some people just are blessed.
people are
It's
blessed
like
with it, yeah.
they use the sock they use coming from the gym. They use
Right,
it
to
to
wipe
wipe
your
the face
face when
after
it's
they
still
wash it
calm.
with water and then your skin is perfect. I
Like
don't understand.
what?
Some people
Yeah,
are
I'll
blessed,
be honest.
man.
I don't think I'm like that.
Nah,
I don't think I am.
Some people are just blessed with their skin, honestly.
Yeah,
speaking.
Yeah.
because even if I don't wash my face cloth after a week, I start to get spots.
Yes, yeah,
So I think it's just some people are lucky and some people are
Yeah.
not. So,
And then what a lot of people don't know is sometimes it's not necessarily your skin. You can have the best routine and you could do the very, very minimal, and then it's really your diet as well, which a lot of people don't know. And then what I always tell customers, especially those that suffer from dry skin, you don't really know, because if you have dry skin and you're not drinking much water, it helps as well. It's a part of the dry skin. So if you're drinking like the very small amount and then using something that's hydrating, and then you wonder why a couple hours later your body's sucking it up because you're not giving your body enough water. So sometimes people who have, I'd assume some people who have really good skin is because of how they take care of their body internally. So yeah, that's a part of it as well.
it's a good shout. We're learning a
I'm
lot
gonna
today.
try to do that, but I'm just junk food. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just hard.
That's the way of life.
It's hard. Well, I need to try it though. I need to try it.
I've got a random question. If your brand, Coco Skincare, was to have a theme song, what would it be?
Oh,
It's a thinker, I know.
I'll think about it.
It's a thinker. I know you said you like Chronics a lot. Do you reckon it'll be...
I don't know why I'm blank today, because I promise you, if you put some song to play, I'm singing word for word and my brain is just blank.
Should I get the speakers out?
Let's do a karaoke. A song. Let's see.
Do you know what came into my head? And this is so bad.
What?
Booty hole brown.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Sexy red girl.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know who put sexy red in my head. I don't even like her music like that.
Can't think?
No.
We'll come back to it.
All right.
We'll come back to it. Try and have a think.
Okay.
Yeah. But who would be, if you could, in an ideal world, you could work with one celebrity right now, would you have one? Someone you could give a shout to right now? Let's see if we could get them to connect.
I love not. So I came across this lady. She's an artist. Her name is Itana. She's a singer.
Itana. Okay, yeah.
And I think she has the most beautiful personality. I love her. I listen to her songs as well. But on the basis of who she is outside of what she gives to the public, I think she has a beautiful soul, and I'll just love maybe her. Because sometimes, well, most of the times, what you see, what people chooses to show you is not really who they are.
Yeah.
And then outside of what she shows you, her personality behind the cameras. So I really like her. But yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
That reminds me of someone that became more popular recently, and I've been seeing her stuff. I don't know if you guys know about Mama Dinga. See Mama Dinga? She does like she does literally videos about women giving birth. Like she talks about it like a lot, like the process of it and everything.
Does she have kids?
No, but she's a midwife I think for the NHS stuff like that. Yeah.
She's a midwife. Okay.
But she just became, I think, more popular on social media now. But you can tell, like, from her personality, like, her aura is just amazing. So I think sometimes you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, from, like, the videos, like, they create in front of the camera, behind the camera, stuff like that.
Fair enough. Well, let's get back onto Coco Skincare. Do you want to take us through some of the products you have with you?
Yes, I'm excited to see this. There's a few on the table here.
Yes.
Alright,
Just
so-
by the way, sorry, before you get into it, a link for Coco Skincare's website will be in the description. So anything you see on the pod today will be available on the website, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes.
And hurry up because there's a discount. It may or may not still be there.
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm about to check.
People,
Don't
don't be
Sorry.
slow. Don't be slow.
Right now.
Right, sorry to interrupt your video, guys, but Victoria from Coco Skincare has kindly given us 20% off for the first 20 people who use the code in the description down below. So read the description, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and give Coco Skincare a follow on Instagram. Hope you enjoy the episode. Bye!
So here we have one of our lotions. So this is a 300 ml. And we also have a 150 ml. Is that
Nice.
camera, right?
Yeah.
So this is the Rose. The Rose is my bestseller in everything. So when it comes to skincare or products that you need to smell or try, a lot of people are hesitant to try it because you need to actually try the products. But you never go wrong with Rose. It's one of my bestsellers for men and women. Yeah. Yeah, but it's one of those scents. It's like a sweet perfume smell. And a lot of people like that. So the Rose is my bestseller. And then this is coconut. So coconut is very neutral.
Coconut.
Everyone knows or familiar with coconut. So it's very popular for both men and women, especially when they're not really sure what they'd want to try. So these two, really good. It also comes in watermelon and cucumber and aloe. And the cucumber and aloe is popular amongst children. Yeah. And I also have some soaps. This is this is smudged up. Turmeric and honey.
Oh,
which is
that's
the-
one I think I have. Yeah, turmeric
the
and honey.
sample one.
Turmeric and honey. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, "Where's the camera?" I'm like,
Screen.
That comes in 5 different scents as well.
oh, I love the fact that there's a bee thingy with the honey.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Do you
the
wanna use the one
shapes.
Yeah. So here we have some. This is a cucumber and aloe, and this is the lavender and chamomile. Also comes in rose and pink grapefruit. Lately, something about the pink grapefruit, which I don't know, but sometimes it says like hot bread, and then sometimes it's just there in the background. I've got no idea why. But second to my turmeric and honey, the pink grapefruit says very well.
Okay.
And like I said, the rose, even the rose in the soap sells
okay.
as well.
Okay, interesting.
Wow.
I like the sound of the lavender, and I can never pronounce that word.
Chamomile.
Chamomile.
Some there's
Chamomile.
some says chamomile and chamomile, but the British way, I think the British way is chamomile.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard it as
I like
chamomile actually.
Chamomile.
I say
Yeah.
come on, yeah. I'll say that.
Oh,
But
trust
there's-
me, they will correct us in the comments.
Yeah,
Definitely.
most
Yeah.
likely.
That is true.
But you know what it is as well? They're British themselves. They don't know how to pronounce
Right.
it.
You go,
Yeah.
sure.
It's not their own language. They borrow the languages from other people, so don't come for us.
Imagine think about
Sure.
Southwark. I remember people used Southwark. Come on, okay.
I used to Southwark when I first came.
I said Southwark.
Oh,
Southwark.
listen, let me
Southwark.
tell you the things my mom has pronounced wrong,
Oh,
including Primark.
yeah, my mum.
Listen.
Hey, but we're all trying our best with this English language, man. It's not our language
What
anyway.
about those two?
I think that's the body butters, isn't it?
Oat
Yes.
and shea butter.
So one is suitable for all skin type, and one is made specifically for people suffering from really dry skin and eczema. So that one
spice.
is one of my this is one of my limited edition,
Winter spice.
which is winter spice. So it is vanilla and cinnamon,
Ooh.
and this smells beautiful.
And that's for like just cream on you like, or is it for?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my products can be used on the face, but what I always tell people is not everyone likes scented products on their face.
Right, yeah.
So that's why I have unscented versions and unscented face cream. But you can, but you bear in mind that it is scented as well.
Okay.
And can you react to like scented stuff? Is that why most people don't use scented stuff on their face, or is it just a preference?
It can if you have extreme sensitive skin and it's not if it's synthetic fragrance, which
yeah.
my products aren't. So I have fragrance oil and some are essential oils. But regardless of what it is, most of it, especially the fragrance oils, is like extracts mixed with carrier oils.
Okay.
So yeah.
What about that one behind you?
So this is a gift package. If anyone who's watching has ever been to one of my pop-ups, you know I have a lot of gift options. This is just one of probably about 15. And I don't charge for my packaging. If you say you're trying to get a gift for someone, all you have to say is just, it's a gift and I'll put it in for you.
Nice.
So this is just one of them. So this is a soap, body butter, and a towel in the shape of a teddy bear.
So cute.
Oh.
Yeah. And this towel, I have in a lot of different colours with different bows. I don't have the ribbon bows that I usually use. But I'll give one depending on what's the person's favourite colour or how much it complements the packaging I'm making. And one of them is here. This is my gift box. And if you order a big enough order, I put it in this packaging on my website as well.
Wow.
I think I've seen this on the website, to be honest, because I had
Yeah.
a little cheeky look.
So because the rose is my bestseller, this is not rose alone. There's watermelon as well. But yeah, this is what it looks like.
How
So-
much? We'll talk after.
This is a full skincare kit.
We'll talk after.
So there's a body butter, face cream, towel, soap, and face scrub.
Do you want to bend it a little bit?
Yeah,
Oh,
just a tiny bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
there we go.
Very pink, very cute. I love that.
Thank you.
It is definitely like a nice birthday gift or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I like the thought behind it as well, the way you're packaging it, even with this, the little one as well, the
Thank
way you're
you.
packaging it. It's really
On
good.
my website, what I do is I sometimes, because I try to promote it, that I do gift options as well. So if you can send a message with your order, and if you say this is a gift for someone, then I'll package it. Because it depends on how many items, then which determine what packaging to put it in.
Yeah.
But once you say it's a gift for someone, it's packaged for that person.
Yeah. It's nice.
Nice.
Can you like pinpoint choose which one you want on the package? Like if you want this and this, or it's just
Really depends on the
person.
size.
Okay, size.
So the size determines what packaging I put it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So, well, speaking of gifts, you have an envelope, and it's time to do a giveaway to someone who's been following.
Alright, please.
So, if you can please pop open the envelope so you guys know this is very random. There's a bunch of names in there. Pick one out random here and read it out for us. Let's see who's won our giveaway.
Is this Amijin official?
Wow, yeah. Amajin Official, yes. Is that IG? Does it say IG
Yes,
next to it?
IG.
IG, yes. Amajin Official. I actually know who he is as well. Yeah, he's one of my guys. I was actually with him yesterday, which is
Wow.
It's his lucky day. His
It's his
skin is
lucky
gonna
day.
thank him later.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Well,
definitely.
Amaji, you got a
So,
new.
so Imogen, you've won yourself a care package for supporting Southeast Conversations podcast. In addition to Imogen, someone I want to say thank you to because she's been supporting since day dot is Evelyn. Instagram name is Eve Babestar without the E. Babstar. Yeah. Eve Babstar. So shout out Imogen and shout out Eve Babstar. Without all of that being said again, Victoria, do you have one more message for the people before we go?
Yes. I just want to say your skin is one of your biggest organs, so you need to take care of it. You don't need anything fancy. You don't necessarily need my products. I'll tell you, find what works for you. And even if you don't want to venture out in any specific products, you can try stuff at home and look after your skin.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Victoria.
Yeah.
And that has
Yay.
been another episode of Southeast Conversations podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, in the description box would be a link to Coco Skin
Yeah. It's okay.
Skincare's website as well as social media where you can find her and everything. Of course, we pop all of that on the screen as well, so you can all go check her out.
And also, like, for you to even be able to win stuff, like comments, like we see the stuff that you guys are doing. So for us to notice you, for you to win some giveaways, follow our page, subscribe to our channel, like our posts, and give us your own opinion on stuff. Like, we're gonna see these things, we're gonna go through them, we're gonna work on them. So thank you.
We're watching you.
We are watching
Watching
you.
you.
We appreciate feedback, basically, is what we're
Yeah.
saying. So definitely comment your thoughts and everything else. But yeah, with that being said,
Without further ado,
without further ado,
that's it. Thank
Bye-bye.
you guys. Bye.